Hello everyone, and I am here with Charlie
Hello.
Benson. Hello. He's here somewhere.
Is that not coming through?
Yeah,
That is,
I think I got you now. Hey,
Hello.
hi.
Good way to
Hi.
start.
We're
Yes, we
back.
are. It's been a long time.
Yes, we're ready to start. It's good. And we are here. We're going to show off something we've been working on.
Yes, we are.
And this is a game that we've been creating. So I'm just going to go straight in. New game. Here we go. And what we're going to do this video is basically this is our first ever show of what the game is about and what it's aiming to kind of achieve. So hopefully you can get an idea of what we're going to be doing from this and the kind of style of the game and whether you're going to like it and give us some ideas and support and some feedback. So what we're going to do is show you how we kind of get started in the game and the physics and everything behind it.
The game's called Innovate. It's something we came up with. I don't even know how we got to it.
There was a big brainstorm between many of us.
But basically it's all about discovery and experimentation, trial and error through crafting.
It is, but it's all physics-based crafting, and you have to gather resources and create things that will help you in developing your knowledge and advancing your technology to become a master craftsman.
Exactly, that is it. What we wanted to create with Innovate was a unique form of crafting, something that hadn't been seen before, hadn't been done before, and I honestly think what we've achieved, I've never seen before done.
It's a good idea. It's a good concept, and Charlie's done amazing work with trying to get it working properly, and we're getting there.
It was a daunting task when I first decided I was going to do it.
It's a big project, isn't it? Massive project. But we're kind of there now. Ignore the fact that this map is pretty basic at the moment because it's only literally something we've been testing with. Lots of trees floating in the air and bugginess and things like that, but we've been trying to iron out the bugs and get something that's playable as a kind of alpha demo as such. Let me just go over to this log and pick this up because that's floating in the air. It is, there's a few tweaks that need doing with some physics and things like that, but we'll get it's all stuff we're aware of that will be ironed out. So this is where we start, isn't it? At the shack.
Yes. And
we've got a crafting table basically. It's like a workbench. And this here, I'm just going to go into this actually and show everyone. Begin on the workbench. So we've got a workbench. This is all to be updated with textures and things. But and that log that I just picked up, you see, is here. It's here. So what I can do is I can click that and chuck it on the table. And what I can do is I can click and drag that around. And as you can see, the physics. By the way, Charlie, the WASD thing doesn't seem to be
that's
working.
because it's not currently working.
Have you disabled that for the time being? Yeah, so what we'll be able to do is pick this up, rotate it, drag it around, do what we want with it, and then we'll have some tools that we can use here, and if we want to chuck it back in our inventory we can whack it in the box there. Okay, so let's exit out of the table and should we go grab some more resources, Charlie?
Well, I've grabbed some more resources.
You've got yours, so I'm going to head over to the woodcutting site. Oh, by the way, we need that sprint back in, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, it was causing a hell of a lot of problems.
Prime example of a floating tree right here, by the way, people. That'll be sorted. And again, all of these things on the floor are going to have physics, but just a slight tweak in the physics decided to mess it all up. So I'm just going to pick up all of these bits here. And what have I got? I've got 5 small sticks, 3 large sticks, and a log. And then what I'm going to do is head over to our little quarry site over here. Looks like someone's been doing some work. Now the ultimate, do you want to discuss what the ultimate kind of idea of this demo is, what we have to do to complete this?
Well, as you can see from the crafting table, it gives it away a little bit. The idea behind it is to create your first major structure within the game, which is a bridge. This bridge is intended to lead you to a nearby town. Nearby town is a place where you progress through the game, pick up contracts, trade and buy, sell materials, and generally go about your daily life as a master craftsman. Gradually working from quite small stuff, your basic pickaxe, to more and more complex and intricate crafting designs.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. there is a small bug, like you probably just saw. Sorry, as I was walking around there while you were talking, there was that log reappeared.
Did it?
It was because I went in the crafting table and came back out again, so that's resetting the scene there. But I've got all the resources now from the quarry and the wood cutting site, so I'm just going to head into the table and show you what sort of stuff we can do. By the way, is the chisel thing fixed?
With the duplicating chisel.
No, with the falling.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely fixed.
Yes, right, okay. So we've got the materials here that we have collected, and this is basically going to show you what the crafting thing is like. Now ignore the fact that some of the models are still a bit basic. We need to get some models made, but we're going to start off with a stone shard and a small stick, and we're going to combine those together just by basic collision, and boom, there we go, we've got a basic chisel. Okay, that then allows us to do some more work. Again, we can chuck that in there and exit if we wish, and then head back in the table. There we go. And now we've got a chisel that we can use whenever we wish. So, what do we need to make next, Charlie?
Next, I would recommend the next step up from a chisel, which would be a crafter's chisel.
So how do we make that?
Well, what you want to do is take a small rock.
Small rock, yeah.
And chisel that to create a small stone chisel blade.
Ah, one of these?
Yes. And this is
beautiful.
One of your components for your crafter's chisel. And now,
okay,
if you remember with your basic chisel, you just had a small stick. You take that one step further. You chisel your small stick into a small wooden handle.
Boom, there we go.
Sorted.
And then what do I do? I've got a small wooden handle and I've got a chisel blade. What could I possibly do with them, Charlie?
I'm not too sure, but I'm going to take a guess and say, let's put them together.
There we go, we've got a
look at
crafted
that
chisel.
model.
This is delicious. This is one of our nicer models that we've got in at the
Absolutely
moment.
beautiful.
And again, I can just wipe those away if I want to. And there's my crafted chisel back there. So what we're going to show in this basic video is what we're going to make is the hatchet, aren't we? So what we do to make a hatchet is we get ourselves it's a large rock, isn't it?
Large rock and a large
stick.
Get
a large rock, and we're going to need a large stick there. Okay, so we're going to chisel both of these. We're going to use the chisel on the large rock, and that gives us the option. Oh, my stick just rolled into my chisel and crafted itself. Delicious. So our large rock is giving me the option now. I can create two things. I can create a hatchet head or a pickaxe head. So I'm going to go ahead and make the... Going to move that out of the way. Going to make the hatchet head. Again, need a model. Excuse that. Looks like something.
I thought it was good effort.
So then it's all right. It's all right for the time being. Combine those two together, and there we go. A lovely model of a hatchet. So I can pick that up and exit out of the table. Actually, I don't really need to put that away. And then if we go into my inventory by pressing E, I've now got a stone hatchet available. So what I'm going to do is click on that. That's going to equip it in my hand. And then what I can do, again, some of these, this is all still basic stuff. It all still needs some work, but this gives me a hatchet. So I can now gather... There's a lighting bug somewhere. I just came out of the crafting table and it was dark.
Oh, but the sky's really blue.
And then the sky just lit up.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm still trying to work out what's doing that.
Yeah, we've got skyboxes and stuff to come. It's all going to be fancy by the time everyone else gets to have a go. So what are we going to do? We're going to go up to a tree and douche. So the trees have hit points basically. We can then cut down a tree, and then that gives us some resources. Now the resources are going to be random. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to press F and F, and that gave me a couple of small sticks.
Mine dropped me some small sticks.
What else are we going to get this time?
Let's try this one over here.
Oh. Again, the physics would make this drop to the floor, but this gave me a log this time.
I've got sticks again.
I've got a log, but for some reason I can't pick this up. Maybe it's on the wrong orientation or something.
Oh yeah, I did say I was having some issues picking logs up, didn't I?
It must be the ones cut from trees
Yeah,
then.
no, I've just got the same.
Okay, that's fine. That's something that'll be ironed out. What did I get this time? I got a large stick. And what you can do is you can gather these resources and then craft them into other things. And then what you'll do is a similar thing. You know when I crafted the hatchet head, I could also make a pickaxe head. That will give you another tool that you can equip called it's a stone pickaxe. And that we can then use over here in this area. And you'll get stone shards, is it? Small rocks, large rocks, and iron chunks. So that's all good stuff, which we can then also craft into other things. But what's the ultimate goal of this of this demo. Should we head up and show
I
them?
think we should.
Show them what we've got to do?
Yeah.
Let's go up here. What we'll do is we'll do a proper walkthrough of how to complete this demo for when it's all available to everyone else. Bearing in mind things might have changed ever so slightly then, but it's still going to give you an idea. So this is where you want to get. You want to get over to the other side, but we're going to need a mallet to begin construction. So we're not actually going to do that during this.
Right, you can see that in the other videos that
you're going to see that. Yeah, you can see that later on when we do other stuff. But what you're going to want is create a mallet to do the next stage.
Look at this water.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It just glows.
It's just bright.
Yeah.
Like we said, needs some work, but it's only just showing off what it does. Again, more floating trees.
So
if you look over to your left.
God, yeah. Oh, blimey. Yeah. There's some quite steep inclines up there.
What we're going to do, what we're going to want to do, is create a mallet, which is going to be using a chisel on a log, which is going to make you a mallet head, and again a small handle. Combining the two of those together will then make you a mallet, and then that'll allow you to open the construction menu up at the top. And there's 3 stages to making the bridge. There's 3 different tiers of what you do before you can complete it, requiring things like large rocks, large sticks, logs, iron as well. So the iron that you get from the quarry area, once you've got your pickaxe, you can then use over here in the furnace.
Oh yes, I was about to say, I'm quite keen to show off the furnace.
Have we got enough stuff for the furnace?
Oh, I'm gonna head back to the mine and grab some kit, and then.
Should we quickly craft
blimey,
a
that was
pickaxe?
interesting.
Should we quickly craft a pickaxe? That's large rock, large stick, crafter's chisel. There we go, one of those, and then I'm going to need to
Okay.
make a pickaxe head. That can then go over here. Maybe pickaxe. There we go. Gonna put that away first.
I have to admit, I'm very excited for the release of this video. I've been
It's
waiting a
gonna be
long
fun.
time to tell people about this. I'm quite keen to see people's reactions.
Oh, we've had a lot go on, haven't we? We thought we got it to a point where it was ready to show everyone, then we just completely redid the whole resource gathering, and that's taken a while.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of weeks where I was just unsure of how to do it at all, and then the last couple of days I've just absolutely smashed this.
You blitzed it like nobody's business. There we go, what's that? Small rock.
Oh, it's dark now, tell you.
Some of these rocks don't want me to mine them.
Yeah, I was having that issue too. I'm gonna look into some of the hitboxes.
There's an iron chunk for those of you who didn't see.
I've been having some issue picking the iron chunks up.
Oh yeah, that's not working for me either.
Oh well, won't be able to show off.
That was working in the last version.
Yeah, I think I managed to break it
Broke
within
something.
adding
Nice.
a few lines of code. Yeah, I've just got iron chunks. Oh, they've started to
Good.
receive.
We're bug testing as we go.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's the way it should be. It's a tech demo.
But what we'll be able to show from this, hopefully, once we get the furnace made, is how things kind of construct.
Okay,
at
I've
the
got
moment,
enough of the
which
furnace.
I'm not quite there yet.
Alright,
I've got 4 cut stone. I need 7.
I'll carry on doing some.
What was that? Whoa, yeah, some stuff just shot in the air. You can tell the physics are slightly off because stuff just like floats to the ground.
I'm gonna cut some trees down while I'm waiting for you. Oh, a log that I can't pick up. Wonderful.
So these rocks and trees do respawn back. We're going to have a quite fancy animated way of them respawning. I imagine, you know, like how the furnace does?
Yeah, sort of.
Have like the trees come out of the ground? That'd be quite cool.
Or I could actually scale them, so they start really small and just like scale up so they look like they're grown.
I think that would only look good if they were like saplings.
Yeah.
Like if they were small, I think you'd have to change the model. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
as you. So you can see these rocks are respawning now.
yeah, I mean the rocks respawn a little bit faster than the trees do, just because there's more of the rocks. Oh, sorry, less of the rocks.
Yeah, makes sense. There we go. I've got enough stuff
Good.
now.
All right.
I got 7.
7.
No, oh, I had 12. I was reading how many large rocks I had. It was
Nice.
cut stone I need. Okay, so let's go and make this furnace and show you how this sort of
Okay,
stuff
so
is crafted.
as-
I'm wondering, I'm just going to see if I go into the crafting table and come back out again. If I'm going to hope for a bug actually, but it's not going to
You're
be the
gonna hope
case.
for a bug.
No, it's not the case. the daylight saving bug, but it's not
has
there.
it saved your time, has it?
Yes, it has.
I'm going to see if it transfers the time across. And yes, it's night time in the crafting table.
Yes, that worked. We had a funny thing where when you went to the crafting table, it was still daytime, which was a bit bizarre.
It was weird. It took some getting used to, but I worked
That's
it
good.
out
I mean, it means that once we have some upgrades to your house, basically as you go, you'll upgrade your house and you'll be able to add custom things to it. So there'll be like this here. This is like a ghost image of where the furnace is. There'll be other little ghost images like things on the wall that you can put up, furniture and things that you've crafted yourself, or using items that you've gathered. So it's going to be quite cool. But are you ready? I've just walked into the furnace. I've got this menu
I've got
up.
the button.
So let's do that. And I love the sound effects for this.
Doom. Constructing.
Ding 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 ding. So the furnace there, it's coming out of the ground. There we go. We've got a lovely furnace.
And boom.
Can we begin smelting? There we go.
Smelting. I don't know.
No, I'll lay it up. I haven't got
I
enough
don't have
logs.
enough logs
That's
either.
fine.
Gutted.
It's because we can't pick them up. But yeah, you can lay that, and then what you do is the iron that you've collected, you can then smelt in the furnace.
In fact, if you change scenes repeatedly, the log respawns at the beginning of the house.
Oh yeah, so it does. Okay, let me how many logs do I have? I have 2.
I now have 2.
Excuse the appalling bug exploitation. This we assure you won't be here when you can play the game.
There's also a bit of a flash of light when you rejoin, change scenes each time.
Oh yeah, I see that. So there we go, laying up fire.
If I begin smelting,
and
place the firewood.
Also, it says you need a flint, but I don't remember ever picking up any flint. Isn't that the stone shard?
Yeah, maybe.
Doesn't that need renaming?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you had iron chunks, if it allowed us to pick them up, we'd be able to click on them here and it would drop them in, and then it would give you the item that you can then pick up again. So it's all good stuff. But you need that iron to be able to construct the bridge ultimately. And there we go. You'll see more in my playthrough. We're going to do individual playthroughs, recording it ourselves and getting those done. So
thank you.
Anything else you have to say?
I think I'm pretty solid, to be honest, mate.
We're hoping to get some nice support from this video and see what people think about the whole concept. But we're not showing off a finished game, so don't get us wrong.
We're showing off.
Not trying to show you, bam, this is what we've made, because this is only the startings of what we're making. It's basically the mechanics that we've got into play, which is the hard part. All we can do from here is just add content, nicen things up a bit.
Exactly. I mean, the GUI that you've seen, the main menu was what we want all the GUIs to look like, really, at the moment.
It's all going to look fancy with images and all this sort of stuff.
All the nice stuff.
We just with the sort of team that we have, we're all people that work or go to college or have jobs. We're all just doing it in our own time, so it's going to be slow, but we need some artwork, so we're waiting on it. It's going to be coming. And what are we doing about getting this out? When are we going to get this out for people to play, Charlie?
I really don't know on that front. I really don't know. There's a couple of people who already have access to the tech demo, who are asked specifically to play it so that they could promote and review it. But as far as releasing it to the public, I don't know. It depends how much what sort of response we get from this video, I think. Yeah,
let us know what you think. Whack some info down in the comments and all that, Dubry, what's it?
Right.
And let us know what you think. If we get a good response, we'll post another video and we'll let you know when it's available for you guys to play. We'll probably do a free demo.
Yes.
And then if you want to be involved in like the beta testing and doing a similar sort of thing to a lot of other indie games these days and letting you get early access, and then you just get the free updates as the game gets developed. So we'll probably do a similar sort of thing to that, but I imagine it won't be long now till the actual demo is available.
No, I mean, there's still quite a lot of tweaks to be doing.
So that'll probably be released hand in hand when we do the playthrough, I imagine. That is about it, I believe, isn't
remember, if you feel like you would like to support us in any way, head across to the website. The link will be on screen right now. And there is options there for you to sign up, post on the forums, and maybe pledge some support to our cause.